This is Doug Vahrenberg, and welcome back to another set of tips and tricks. And today we are here with the new 2016 Skeeter FX20, putting the new talons on, putting 10-foot talons on. Gonna put the jack plate brackets on, but there is a new accessory new for this year. It's a new quick release electrical disconnect plug. We had one prior. This one takes some different instructions, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It comes as a two-piece cable with a easier connection. We're going to have to actually open up the talon, and that's why I'm going to shoot a video for you. Replace the harness on there, put the new harness with the new connector, and look at that nice new connector. That sucker is a lot more waterproof, a lot more easier to install with the new connection. To connect this makes it easy to take your talon on and off. If you're fishing the lake and you don't need your talon, you can disconnect the power, loosen 4 bolts, and take the thing off and get the extra weight off the boat, and it'll give you more fuel economy. If you don't need it, when I go to deep clear lakes, those places, a lot of times you don't need the talons. Or like guys fishing the Great Lakes, they don't need the extra talon while they're up there running around, typically when the fish get out deeper. So that's one of the advantages of a Minn Kota talon, is you have the ability to put it on and take it off. Or the other thing is, if you got 2 buddies and you all want to share a talon, you can buy a quick disconnect kit, buy 2 of them, so you can get the extra boat cable, and you can share one set of talons between 2 different boats. Or a bass boat and a duck boat. There's freshwater, saltwater boats. There's a lot of opportunities there. We're going to jump in here, show you how it's done, make it simpler, easier, so you can get more out of your investment, and see if this option is one that's right for you. Okay, when you open the box, you're going to get 2 cables. You're going to get one that has the fuse end on it, and the other one is just going to have green, white, and black wire. This is going to be the one we're going to replace. There's also 3 pieces of heat shrink. You need to make sure when you open the box that don't lose those 3, because we're going to need those later. And the most important thing, the instructions. When all else fails, read these things. I'm just going to set my 3 heat shrink deals over there because it's going to be a little bit. First thing you need to do is lay your talon down on the floor, and I would protect it. I've got carpet and a foam rubber padding here. But you're going to look at your talon. This side of the talon has multiple screws. You got 6 screws on it. What you want to do is pull these 4 here out. And instead of having to watch me unscrew the screwdriver, I'm going to stop the video. When I get them done, I'll start it back up. Okay, I've got 3 of them removed. We're going to get the 4th one here. There it comes. There's the 4 long screws. Do not remove these 2 screws here on what we call the left side. If you're standing behind it, it's going to be the left side. Now on the right side, you're going to take, I'll flip the camera over here. On the right side, we're going to take these 2 screws loose. These are shorter length screws. They're all Phillips heads. Just take that off, set it to the side. Now you get to see what's inside one of these things. There's your motor, your coil system. You've got a green, a white, and then you have a black wire back here. These red and black wires do not do anything with these 2 that go from the motor to the control board. What we're going to deal with is the green, the white, and this black here, the one that's right above the cable assembly. Okay, I'm going to get my flashlight here and my almost 50 glasses, because you want to make sure you cut the right thing. You just want to score that shrink wrap, and then you'll take a pair of pliers, you pull that out, and if you see, we just have a protector with a lug in the male lug in the center. And you'll see this is a female connector on that end. We need to do the same to the white and the green ones. And remember, do not do anything with those two. Get those two out of the way. And if you start at the bottom and kind of make a vertical slit up, it's a lot easier. That's actually explained in the instructions. And we've got those 3 wires off. The next step is to remove this screw here with that's holding the cable holder. Pull it, and then pull your green, white, black, and white wires out. You'll need to reuse this connector. And on your cable you will need to reuse the fuse and the holder there. You can discard that wiring harness now. On the boat end, you will put the 30 amp fuse back in there and clamp that back on, and that'll be coming from your boat to the connector, and the other wire is going to come from the Talon. So we'll undo this, and we'll run those wires right back in. Like the other ones. And what I tend to do is I just temporarily put this on here and put it back in that lower hole. And don't tighten anything down until I get done. I'm just gonna start it, that way you don't lose it. It's easier if it's right there, because what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put a little zip tie, just like they had here. There's a little zip tie here. Keeps the cable from working its way down. Little black zip tie, and I'll show you how that's done too. Now we're back on our other side again. We need the 3 heat shrinks. You want to just slip them on your cables. The black one is going to go down here. Just make sure it's good and snug. The green is going to go to the top. And the white is going to go to the middle port. If you have questions about this, the operator's manual is showing all that in there too. Just make sure those are good and seated good. Then you'll need to bring your heat shrinks up. And fit them over the complete connector. This helps waterproof everything. Now they're all on there. Now what I want to do is try to keep my wiring away. I don't have a, I wish I had a air heat gun, but I don't have one down here. I'm going to have to heat shrink those. I prefer a hair or an air style. Hair dryer probably isn't enough, but like a paint stripper, that type of heating device is a lot better. But I've got a gas torch, and I'm going to shut the air off here on my fan so I can direct the heat exactly where I need it to go. Just keep them wires out of the way. And you'll see the heat shrink. Take your pliers. Just like to give them a little extra cushion. And that's all you got to do. Just repeat that for all 3 wires. When you get done with all 3, let them cool just a little bit, and you can use your fingers to make sure that gets a good waterproof connection. Now one thing I want to do is I want to just tidy up all my wires. Just make sure that they stay away from the cable down here. Pretty simple. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll it on the side, and then we can finish up that part of the install. There's a lot of extra cable there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my zip tie right there and just trim it off. Now it's to go back. We'll put our cover on. Got the zip tie nice and part there. Need to tighten that down. Looks good and snug. Cable's coming out, and tighten these 2 screws on this side first. Don't need to get crazy on tightening, just good and tight. You use a mechanical tightener, you can over tighten, strip out these small screws like this. So I like using a old manual screwdriver. I know it's old-fashioned, but keeps your stuff longer. Now what we'll need to do is roll it on this side, put those 4 screws back, then just mount the Talon and connect it up. We're finishing up putting these 4 screws back, the long screws that are on this, what I call the left side here, because I always look at things from the direction of travel. This is the back, this is the front, this is left, that's right. So that's done. Now what I got to do is put my Talon bracket on the jack plate and wire it up, and we're ready to Talon down. Well, it's almost a wrap. I just got the cable pulled through from the battery compartment. On the back of this boat they had a hole for the jack plate wires to run through, and with this new quick disconnect cable I was able to pull this smaller end through that hole now and make it easier. So what you need to do is take your boat side cable, take the cap off it, And then you take the cap off the Talon side end. And you'll be indexed. You just screw the connection together and screw the caps together. We'll hold them all in one place. Got the caps, all that. Then you can pull your excess back to here, wherever you want it, once your connection. I'm going to put it close to this port. Now one tip what I do is I use a little piece of electric tape, and I like this red electric tape. I tape the end to one side here, and I also tape the end on the side in the boat. What that is one side Talon, the other one I have no tape on. So if I have an issue and I need to pull one side or have a question which side's going to which side, I've identified it with a simple, easy little bit of electric tape. That's just a tip that will make it easier. I do that even on my electronics before I pull Ethernet cables or anything like that. I like to tape the ends so that they're the same color, so that makes it easier to identify which side's going to which one. This side I've done nothing, the other side I put a little red tape on it. So, and that's what it is to put this new cable, the new Quick Disconnect electrical cable kit. This side's going to go to your negative of your battery, this side goes to positive, that one goes to ignition as an optional accessory. You can hook it to ignition and an alarm will sound. I don't personally use that, but some people do. So all you got to do is hook this to positive, negative, and we Talon down. Now the moment of truth. We've got our power connection here. I'm just going to try it from the back here. Bingo, we're Talon down. Talons do come with 2 remotes. That remote works. Double tap it to go down. I ain't even got it out of the package and it's working. Go up. You got multiple displays. We've talked about that in other videos. But if you need to program a remote, I'll see if I can. Oh, that does the other side. This one here, if you need to program it, you push and hold this top button. And it's done now. That's all you got to do. We'll take it out of the package. Now I've got a dual remote. Drop them, both of them. Just push and hold your up button. When it beeps, you push the up button here and it's programmed. Simple, easy. It's a Minn Kota. Thank you for tuning in to another set of tips and tricks. And check out these awesome products. And watch for more new exciting videos coming as I rig the new 2016 FX20 Skeeter here with some really cool products coming from my sponsors. Thank you, and tune in next time.